New world, JWP, J-Boy Primo Beats, coming to you live from my bedroom. Check me out at YouTube, at youtube.com, JWPtube, on Twitch, twitch.tv/JWP stream, on Facebook, at facebook.com/JWP Meta, and you can check out my Patreon at JWP Patreon. So that's with two P's. Patreon.com/JWP Patreon. Two P's. I'll be continuing along with a scratch mix. So a scratch mix is just something that's conceptual. I did a little bit of pitch correction for the vocalist. And I'm going to throw it through all of Isotope's auto tools, the machine learning tools, just to get an idea of what I can do with something hard rock or metal. And yeah, without further ado, I suppose. The right screen. Alright, there it is, the OBS. I'm going to be FL. So this is where I'm at. I have a ozone on. Do some top-down mixing. I looked at Insight, and I did some RX9 analyzation of the full-on track, and it was coming in at -9 integrated, which is quite loud. The YouTube standard is about -14, but it's quite quiet. I find -14 is quite quiet, and it's just a standard, but it is a good idea to look at these things to see where you're at. The LRA was really tight, so this track is quite tight. That means there's not a lot of dynamics between the quieter and the louder sounds. What else? The ozone. So the ozone, because it's integrated loudness overall track, is already quite loud. I have the threshold set to learn to -10. I could probably actually turn that off. And it's not doing anything. So I mean, I could push it into it just to squash it a bit. However, we'll just see how things go. I'll see what the mixing does. And ozone is gonna break my computer in the end, especially with all these neutrons I'm gonna be throwing on. Speaking of which, I have 4 channels. So I got the bass. I did the RX music rebalance, and I separated the track into a couple stems because I don't actually have the stems from the studio. I don't actually have permission to be remixing this, and I'm probably gonna get a DCMA, which is fine. I'm just doing whatever. This is just me doing what I do. You can do this with any track. I could remix any track, literally. But I don't have the stems. Like, it's so much better to have stems. I don't know why my computer's so slow. Where that open? I think there might be a live stream running. No, that's not. It's paused. Because if there's a live stream running at the same time I'm streaming, it's not very good. It just totally eats the computer. Anyway, let's check it out and see how it performs. It sounds fine. I'm actually going to turn that down in my headphones. How does that look for the stream? It looks fine. Alright then. So, what do I want to do? I want to do some neutral. So, the first channel we have here, I'm actually going to rearrange these. Did I even send them? I did, okay. So, the first one I have there is percussion. And then the second one is other instruments or guitar, then bass, then vocals. I usually prioritize percussion first, then bass, and then instruments. And then we'll flip this around a little bit. I put the vocals in last, just because I'm a composer type, so my priorities go to the backbone of the instruments, whereas vocals are kind of the icing on the cake. So they can get put last. So this here, bass, and not vocals, but percussion. Okay. So yeah, I did some pitch correction for this. You can check it out. I did the separation rules, quickly went over it in my last video. You can check that out if interested. So now everything was better position. Start with a drum bus. Let's do some machine learning here. I'm gonna make sure my triple buffer is on because it's gonna get heavy. Triple buffer on. Oh yeah, I also have 4800. It's gonna bog down the computer a bit. I should have looked at that. Did I get it at 4800? I think I did. At this point, it doesn't matter. Mix, check, enhance. And this is a drum bus percussion. Percussion is complete percussion. So other question, how do we get to bus bass? Oh, I guess that's not an option here. So let's go hard detect. I'm going to go upfront style. So this is going to really pull on things. I'm going to go high intensity. It's going to pull on things more. So the upfront style is going to bring everything to the front. I'm a hip hop or rap producer, at least it used to be. So for me, the drums are quite an essential thing. However, for this, I imagine guitar and vocals would be drums kind of take a bit of a backseat, and bass definitely takes like not all the way to the backseat, but it's not something that's super focus. I mean, there's bass. I'm just gonna do it. And go. So while that's doing the drums, we're gonna hear some like changes and computer stutters, stuff like that. We're going to, perhaps I shouldn't push the computer too hard. Looks fine, it's fine. So we're gonna do mix systems here. Maybe I should just wait, eh? Got too much going on as it is. It's doing this machine learning thing. So we're already doing analyzing audio signal to determine instrument type, setting up signal chain, using Sculptor, this, that, and the other thing. So this is drums. Oh yeah. Before I do anything, I actually want to look at the balance here. So what is the balance looking like? Overall balance. So this is spectrum analyzer, and I have a default setting here. So the default, is that the right default? No, standard. So what this does is it turns the slope into 4.5, which is a 3 slope is a equal power. So that's like scientifically all the harmonics are equally powered in the spectrum range. And then 4.5 is perceived loudness, to my understanding. So we'll just see where everything is. Nothing down here. Oh, there it is. You can see it up here too. I believe this is a 3 here. You can see that the bass end is looking a little louder. This is more balanced. It's a nice balance so far. We'll see where the vocals are at. I imagine it'll be around here somewhere. Hanging out down there. You can hear that auto tuning. Pitch correction. I mean, it sounds funny. However, it's snapping precisely to the key. So it'll never bump into the guitars or the bass or anything else. It'll cohesively sound good. It's a perfect singer. I like it. It's a nice balance. The low end's a little low, but like I said about hip hop or rap producers, so I would be pulling on the bass end of it. Whereas as a rock, we might want a little more body for the guitars. I gotta turn on my headphones. I like those hi-hats, those are nice. So additionally, what we're hearing is a little bit of artifacts as well. And that's from the split tool. So I'm gonna jump back in here. Let's just get Neutron doing its thing first. So I'm gonna turn it back on, and we're gonna turn this off. It's getting CPU intense. So this one is bass. Shouldn't be too bad. Track enhance. Again, up front. Actually, maybe go warm. No, let's do up front. Bass. And next. So in fact, another thing I should be looking at before just running this machine learning algorithm is the loudest point in this track. So I can determine that. It's going to be a little bit different because I split the track. However, look at the track that I downloaded. And we'll see what the loudest point is. Changing audio engine configuration. Never seen that before. Okay, so waveform stats. And our loudest momentary point is negative 6.1, which is there pretty early, and short term, so we're towards the end. So we'll go with momentary for now. Check the sound tools. That's in there. It's kind of that. So that's the most loudest part. So this is kind of an average. So what exactly is that? 46 seconds, right? 46 seconds. Where it's 46 seconds. Let me check my stream because I'm getting some hiccups. It says I'm still up and running. Everything's online. Wasn't it? Okay. Alright, so that was base 46 seconds. Here. Okay, so we'll capture just a couple bars here. Oh, get a little uncomfortable sitting here. Inside says quite loud. Alright, so now we'll use that reference to go back to drums here. How much drums are in there? That's quite the variety. And Isotope is quite greedy. I'm hoping that the new version is less greedy. I did make a complaint with them that the GUI is quite slow. Auto detect the fronts, and let's push play. Oh, it's turned off. Oh, yeah. Okay, that one's done. I'm gonna turn that last one off, save some CPU for now. Do the bass. Okay. Now I'll turn that off. And what is this? Other instruments? So this would be another audio detect, I guess. and vocals. All right, additionally, I want to do a nectar for the vocalist. We're gonna really compress it like crazy. Well, process it. Nectar is specific for vocals. And the vocal assistant insists. Modern, vintage, aggressive. We can actually even swap out the original vocal, and then we'll just run it through the pitch correction tool in here. I'm not sure it's to be that much greater. All right, so we got some starting points. I'm gonna kill this reverb. Stop listening to that loop now. And I'll throw in a relay on here. So in order to find what are we mixing, mastering, relay. So it's gonna bypass nectar and neutron, and we're just gonna use this as a volume control because I want to do a vocals. Head to the first neutron here, and we're gonna go mix assistant, so balance. Next, yeah, got it. So I want vocal out, out, bass. I don't even have any labels here. Okay, so this is percussion one. Sage. Kind of weary about opening up these windows all at once. This is bass. Why is it bass 2? Other. Why is it vocal? Did I set it to vocal? I did set it to vocal. I don't know what determined it. No, this doesn't matter. Which it isn't, it's actually guitar. So, I'm going to redo this one. I gotta get that sample back. Where was it? Use around there, right? Okay, then this one has the B guitar. I don't know why it's like that. So we'll distort the guitar. Okay, next. And is it on? It is on. What did you call it? Other? Let's call it other. Okay. And we want other and vocals to kind of be on top. I'll fiddle with it later. Balance. Okay, now I gotta listen to the whole track again. So drums, bass, other, vocals out. And the focus is other and vocals out. So now I gotta listen to the whole track. So kind of a bit of a radio play, streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. So, yeah. Actually, just gonna mute my mic. Right, so a couple hiccups in the system there, which is expected. Stuff you're not online, that's why. We gotta do it again. We'll get a better run this time. And then it's just a radio station stream now. Let's turn off ozone. Turn off this output stuff. It's just bogging down the system. So I got like 50% of my CPU back. Okay, so next time I'm gonna watch that window. Okay. Yeah. Alright, all that just for a few levels. Let's listen to playback now. Everything is just super quiet. Focus. Why isn't voice in it? Edit classification. Vocal focus. Other focus. Drums. Percussion. It's way quieter now. I turned everything way down. Okay, so there's no voice or musical because it's focus. And that's okay for now. It's really bringing out that auto tune. Buffer just died. Just in peace, Loafer. Alright, so what's killing the Loafer? I think OBS is crying too. So the RX. Who's RX? Nice. Also open. Firefox is greedy, but not too bad. Alright. Vocals. So now we're going to unmask the vocals. That's a connector. Vocal assistant and unmask. Next, modern. Press unmask. Select the source. Okay, so I don't know what this means. I've never actually used the unmask before. So we'll see what it wants and see source. Unmask, put your vocals in the forefront. Okay, unmask. Select the source IPC plug for unmask analysis. Select the plugin. The unmask drop-down list that is inserted onto the track that is masking the vocal. Best results. Okay, so that's just one at a time. Okay. Kind of got somewhat of an idea. So what we want to do is pull on the guitar. Assist. And then, which is other. Jump into that, so we can play audio, and we'll get that 36 seconds again there. Was it here? Look at the guitar. Now there should be a dynamic EQ, which is from the side G. Is there a side G? I don't know what it did. Nice if I could see the EQ. Right. So, sounds decent, I suppose. I think it's really quiet though. Let's get that zone control on it. Non-threshold, now it'll probably do something. I hear all this like digitalization. It's probably from the split. However, I'm gonna see if I can zoom in on it. BSing with these other stuff that's happening here. Okay, let's try it full on again. It's still in there somewhere. Be nice to have actual stems. It's not much I'm going to be able to do to resurrect much. The hi-hats are in here too. So I'm gonna actually have to go out of the way from isotope and do some other stuff because I want other stuff. So a narrow band, and then let me drop this down to 12, I guess. That's what I had before on other tracks. Or 11.2 is 12. Perfect. And there's no way to enter. But it's probably some arbitrary number. Probably 2 is. And that should handle the hissing and stuff. I'm not really feeling the whole pitch correction. For reference, but let's bring in the original. And I'm going to switch it to. I still got that bump in the beginning too, I think. I need half step, quarter step, almost quarter step. Back 1. Back here, I think. Line up. One more. Okay. So I've got these 2 vocals of the original, but get untuned. Try that and turn off this pitch corrected one. Try this pitch corrector. Key was G major. What is all that? Why is it so loud? Sounds better than the other one, I think. It's doing its best anyway. So it looks like there's going to be two output versions. I don't know why this gate isn't closing this noise. I'm going to turn this off for now and work with the other one. Is it just on solo or something? I think that's what it was. So what after that? Let's look at some other channels here. For this guy, right away, I want another Maximus here to control this low end. Perhaps we'll give it some other stuff first. Just adding punch, all-purpose. Oops. This was punch. Let's add fullness. Subtract fullness. And my buffers did. I don't think there's any more resources I can pull anywhere. I need ozone to amp. So maybe turn off ozone and just manually amp. Sandwich on totally kill the levels. Manual amp there. I'm gonna have to mess with it a bit because I don't feel like I'm hearing what I should be hearing. Let's throw this headphone correction guy on, which is Morphed by Toastmasters. I have the Bear Dynamic. It's gonna sound weird on the other end, but yeah, that sounds better for me. bit better, I suppose. This sounds clearer. If there's anything we can do for this bass. First off, turn off the exciter. Not really. Let's check the sculptor out. There's much I can do for that wolfiness in the background. It's the exciter doing that. Let's turn that off. Actually, can I narrow in the exciter? This one's off. So I'm gonna add another band here. This one's off. This one's on. This one's off. On. They're all on. Which one's making all the wumpiness? So I think. Okay, so I'm gonna add another one. Turn that off, and I just want to tighten this into right here. Top part. I'll bring you down to about a K, and then crank you. I can add another one here. What was it? Oh, I can't add another one. Said I couldn't swap them. Well, let's tape full blast. And what was it at, like 2.5K? That would bring you up, so I don't have a bottom half now. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna do it 700. I guess that's fine, like this. What was it, like 6.5? Okay. How's that sound with everything? Okay, so this compressor is like super loose. Just tighten it up a bit here. Slam it. Okay. So if you put it back to where it was, 11. It was like somewhere like this. It's really, really flimsy. Let's add another one. Wait, isn't there a... It's called transient shaper. Yes, yes. So get it nice and tight. Let's swap, I guess. We're about to about 2500. Let's just get turned off. Well, see what we can do to fix that up. At least poking out a bit. Clean that up. Don't feel like it needs all that high end or that low end. Okay, so you bring you to turn you into a high pass flat. And it's how do I get you to jump to a specific there we go. Come on. Dying on you. What is in fact G2? Maybe I should activate a smart turn off devices. Let's go tools, macros. Modes, smart disable from all plugins. Hopefully that helps. Whoa, that helped like crazy. But it won't when some things turn on. Let's open those guys off. Okay. So what is the original G down here? Actually, when I get that number from Free Parametric EQ. Hey, what's up, Dave? I'm all in the zone here. My buffer is just dead. Just fiddling with the mix bits. G298. So the bass is like, I don't know, it's what I did was I split the track using a tool from RX, and it's not 100% great. Stems would be way better, but just working with some like lots. So yeah, this looks right. 98 is right. I'm gonna cut all this extra rumbly bass stuff out. I don't know where it got all that signal from. It's eating my CPU. Okay. So let's tighten this up again. Got a little bit better now. Transient shaper again. Maybe we'll just cut these layers out. Kill more sustain. It's max. It's as tight as it's gonna get. And of course, this is such a high quality compressor that it's not gonna let me do any pumping. It's fine, I guess. Let's cut out the bottom end here. Oh, oops. And I'll go from about there. Okay. See how that sounds with the drums. Without Okay, so now at this point I can look at leveling this low end out. I just want to pull and it's like, that's what I do. We'll try that. My computer confused me. Wait a second. Alright, so we are looking at what G. So it was 98 times 2 is 196. 196. Say 200. 200 hertz. And everything else is unimportant. And this gets depression off. Okay, and this is on. And then what I want to do is I want to drive into it, but I want to keep it at a reasonable level. I want to push it a bit too. But I want it consistently even, so let's look at that. Okay, I'm gonna have to split that again, I think. So these two kind of count. So I want to like what? 298, 98, 100, 198, 90, and then we'll go to 100. I'll have two bands of control for the low end. I mean, I could use isotopes, but whatever. Okay, so 3 on, off, fixed. It's not snapping. I don't know why it doesn't snap anymore. Because it doesn't change things. Okay. Anytime I want to say anything or give a follow, it won't allow me, so I have to leave to do so. I'm not sure what you mean, like the video. I'll check it out on my phone. I'm not sure what you mean, like the video. I'll check it out on my phone. I'm not sure what you mean, like. I don't know what you mean. Like if you do something else, you can't come back. Are you on a computer or are you in? cell phone, because for me it doesn't look too bad. So this low end. Let's look at this low end. I'm gonna bring that guy down. Snap. So like auto snap somewhere. Whatever. I'm gonna boost that low. That's my overall level. Let's close everything. So I don't use the Facebook app. Well, alternatively, you can go to YouTube. I'll send you the YouTube link. You might need a Google account for that, though. Messenger. And then we'll just throw that in here. Just like into the background stuff. So hopefully that helps you get you in the door. That's why I stream to multiple places, so it's not so hard to deal with. For people who want to come hang out. So what I want to do is kill the parametric equalizer and throw on ozone. Yeah. And I want to see where my final might be. So let's kill this Maximus too. And then expand. Okay, let's check out with Maximus. I want to pull him as low some more. There we go. Actually get this low cut in soon. Put that up, it's 98 and a half, 35, 70, 40, 42. Let's go 50. Be 90. 48. We'll push into this in the mid-range here, but I feel that's reasonable. I mean, it's not perfect. Maybe I should do the third move for the base range. The base isn't really doing. It's just kind of hanging out. Like I mean, it is doing something, but because I have it split like this, it's just a mess. Anyway, let's focus on maybe tomorrow. And right away, unfortunately, we want to kind of neuter this a bit. So I drop this 2. And actually, we'll pull that up. So our range for low end is usually about 1 to 250. So let's try metering at about 175. High pass after 175. Let's turn that slope all the way up. Let's clean it up quite a bit in the low end. Shut that on. Does that sound like vocals? Even though it got neutered a bit, I also want to put some more balls into it. So perhaps let's fly with a proportional cue. Let's move this analog shelf up to say 500, right before the mud. I should get some balls, and these dynamic guys should hold it back a bit. Let's give it a bit more balls, like lots of balls. Still getting a lot of signal down here, and it's moving money. So I'm gonna move this up to, I hate to cut in so deep. But it doesn't really seem like it's doing anything. Yeah, that sounds with the breeze. Let's close this window. All together. If I can't match the second harmonic to the first harmonic, the best thing I can do is turn down the second harmonic. So let's drop it down to 9. Should a bit more of a balance. Super low end control, however, everything else is turned into mud. It's because the guitar is totally jumping on everything. Right here, I think, where's is there a stereo tool? No. It's a transient shaper. I like that. Maybe before the exciter, before the compressor. What is this even doing? True peak. What, it's just clipping it? What's the first one doing? Peak. Try before this one. I liked it at the end. Not much of a difference. It's subtle though. I really wish I could cut out this low end. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I don't like that at all. Mutable. So all I really want to do here is kind of level change. I'm actually going to check the levels of them. The balance of these three guys. I mean, the guitar is just destroyed. Just need some more volume. Look at these levels. Bass is all over the place. It's actually I'm supposed to be going higher. Oh wait. Try that. More balance between these two guys here. a bit more of that bass back.